We're now live on YouTube. Let's get started. I see Alex with a reaction button. Alex, what number on the docket?
Good morning, Judge. Number 22, Javen Estrada.
Number 22 is CR 2110-183H, Javen Estrada. Status conference carried over from March 22nd, from Tuesday. What do we have, Alex?
Yes, Judge, he wasn't present on Tuesday. You reset it for today. He does have a couple of felonies still in intake, Judge.
All right. Is Javen Estrada present here today?
Yes, Judge. He's in my office, Judge.
Oh. All right.
He's on mute.
All right. And your announcement?
We're just asking for some more time, Judge. We want to work all the cases out together.
Okay, let me go ahead and give you May the 19th. We'll see where we're at on May the 19th, okay?
Okay.
19th, 9:30.
Thank you. That's all I have this morning. May I be excused?
Excuse, thank you. Mr. Reyna, Joe Reyna.
Good morning, Judge. Number 62.
Number 62, CR 2113-805H, Sarah Oriana.
Yes, Judge. She's present in my office with me. Would you like me to turn around so you can see her?
No, I trust you.
Okay. Judge, I'm getting the PTD application together, just about done with it. If we can get maybe 30 days.
So you need to submit the application, or
I thought I had, Judge, and I'm looking at it, and I don't show the file stamped. So if I could just get a couple of weeks.
well, let me do this. Let me go ahead and I'll trust that you're going to go ahead and do that for her, and I'm going to give you a May 19th setting. Hopefully, maybe we'll get even an answer from the state by then.
Appreciate that, Judge.
May 19th, 2022, 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I be excused?
Excuse, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Alamia, I see you there. Can you hear me? You're on mute.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'm here on 56, 57, and 58, Karen Garza.
56, 57, 58. No, that is Lizette Morales. You said Karen Garza?
Yes.
Garza.
36, 37, 38.
738. CR 1908-953H, CR 1908-954H, CR 1812-258H, Texas versus Karen Garza. I have a note here that she's got a felony. Felony final pretrial hearing is set for, or was set for yesterday. Do we have any information on that, Mr. Alamia?
Your Honor, we announced ready yesterday for trial. We're supposed to appear tomorrow in the morning at 9 in the 464th, but we're third up. There's two other cases in front of ours, but we're not ready for trial.
Okay. Let me give you that. Let me see. So we've got April, May. Let me give you the May 19th setting. And if you need us to call this case sooner, please let us know and we'll bring it up. We can put it on the docket. We have criminal docket every Tuesday, Thursday, so we can accommodate you on any Tuesday or Thursday, either in the morning or the afternoon. But for now, let me give you May 19th. Give you some time to pick that up.
Yeah, good morning, Judge.
Yes, 9:30, May 19th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Ms. Diaz, what do you have? Ms. Diaz, you're on mute. Okay. Waiting to see if she can unmute herself. Ms. Diaz, Melinda.
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I was frozen for a second, Judge. I have number 2 on your docket, Jay Aguilar. He is present, Judge. I saw his name earlier.
See him there. This is CR 21099334H. Jay Anthony Aguilar. It's a PTD status.
Yes, Judge. I know Mr. Aguilar had begun his application. Mr. Euler did send us the letter for the drug testing, but my client never responded to me since February the 5th. I've been waiting.
Mr. Aguilar, is there a reason why you haven't responded to Ms. Diaz?
I was working out of town, sir. I didn't have a chance to come make it in for the drug test. I can make it in on Monday if possible. I have everything on the docket she had given me. I just need that drug test.
Mr. Heller, is this one of those where he takes a drug test and that's one of the starting points for an application for PTD?
That is correct, Judge.
And is it possible that we get him a letter so he can go take that drug test on Monday?
I can get him a letter.
All right, and then I'm gonna set this up for May 5th. May 5th, Ms. Diaz, just to make sure that we keep track with it. I don't want to give it too much of a reset in case he's not responsive to you. I want to make sure that we bring him in about 30 days after.
Understood, Your Honor.
May 5th, 9:30, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Having nothing further, may we be excused?
Aguilar, you're gonna take that test on Monday, so stay in contact with Ms. Diaz. She'll get you that letter that you need to be able to take that drug test.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Heller.
Thank you, Ms. Diaz.
You're welcome.
Thank you, guys. Ms. Flores, Vanessa Flores.
Yes, Your Honor, I have number 21 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Jose Manuel Espinosa, CR 21-11406H. He should be present on the screen, Your Honor. I believe he has his camera and his microphone off, but he's identified as Jose Espinosa. There he is.
Perfect. All right, your announcement.
Judge, in this case, Mr. Chavana just sent yesterday a recommendation for dismissal upon payment of restitution. I haven't had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Espinosa regarding that particular recommendation. So I would like some additional time to do that, Your Honor, and just for the court's knowledge, it is over $2,000 in restitution. So if he does accept it, we would just be asking for some additional time for him to be able to pay that.
All right, can I give you maybe a May 5th and that kind of give a month and a half?
Yes, Judge, that should be good.
May 5th at 9:30, Mr. Espinosa, stay in contact with Ms. Flores so that she can talk to you about the recommendation that was extended to her.
All right, yes, sir.
All right, and we'll see you May 5th at 9:30, sir.
Okay. And I'm also standing in for Desiree Dietz on number 55, CR 21-07014H, State of Texas versus Enedino Martinez Mireles. You know, this was a carryover. The court had set this case for arraignment. Ms. Dietz has not had any contact with Mr. Mireles. She did send out a letter. She did attempt to call the numbers that were provided to her. All the numbers are disconnected and we still have not had contact with this individual.
Is Enedino Martinez Mireles present? If you're on mute, please unmute yourself. Enedino Martinez Mireles. If you're on mute, please unmute yourself. Enedino Martinez Mireles. All right, there being no response and this being a carryover from a previous arraignment, what says the state?
They requested a judgment NISI be granted, a KPS issued, and all bonds forfeited for this no-show defendant.
The NISI will be granted, KPS issue, bond forfeited to the state for the arrest of Enedino Mireles. Ms. Flores, if you or Ms. Dietz make contact with him, you can bring him in on a Tuesday or Thursday, and we'll take care of removing that KPS.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have this morning.
All right.
Maybe excused.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Trejo, you are here in person.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. You have number 3, CR 21-004-95H, Cesar Lozano Amaro.
Yes, Judge, he's present in the courtroom. We're asking for a 30-day reset. My client has been approved for the PTD program. He needs just some time to come up with the $500 and then to sign the paperwork.
So this would be an afternoon setting, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, how about April 21st, I'm sorry, April 21st at 2 o'clock. Does that work?
That works, Judge.
All right, April 21st at 2 p.m.
And that's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Arredondo.
Good morning, judges. First case is Cecilia Ramirez, number 66 on the docket. She's present on Zoom, Judge.
Yes, please. 66 is CR 21-009-81H. Cecilia Ramirez. Is Ms. Ramirez on Zoom? I do see her there, yes. All right, Mr. Arredondo, your announcement?
Mr. Yuri Heller sent me the UE letter today, Judge. The PTD was denied because we accidentally submitted it without the the UA done, Judge. So she's gonna go to the UA right after docket.
Perfect. Let me go ahead and give you a 30-day reset on this one, and I'll give you April the 21st, 4/21/2022, 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
66. That's number 66 is 4/21, 9:30. All right, Ms. Ramirez, you are excused. We'll see you on April 21st. Stay in contact with Mr. Arredondo or Mr. Palacios.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else, Mr. Arredondo?
Yes, Judge. I have number. I don't know the number, Judge. On here, it's Erasmo Kevin de la Garza.
Number 10.
No, we do have a few cases, Judge.
10, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, this is CR 1913-224H, CR 2103-345H, CR 2103-346H, CR 2103-347H, State of Texas versus Erasmo Kevin de la Garza. He is on scram. I'm showing no violations. Your announcement.
Yes, Judge, this is the case that we had research on because apparently there was some alleged violations, Judge. And this is where I told this honorable court judge that it was due to my client's device being it was loose on the angle, Judge. Hence the alleged violations. After our last hearing, Judge, he did take it to get the device tight, and there has been no violations, Judge. At this time, we are respectfully requesting the scram device to be removed, Judge, to allow our client to leave up north to Pecos for work, Judge.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Ms. Rodriguez, do you have any additional information to share on this case?
Yes, Judge, just to inform that we did bring up those tamper violations on March 3rd. And then after that hearing, he did go in with recovery to have the scram bracelet tightened, and there has been no violations.
All right, and he's had the scram since January?
Correct.
And Mr. Arredondo, you're asking that that scram be removed and that he, I guess, have a mobile device?
Yes, Judge.
And what says the state?
Your Honor, the state would prefer the scram device, but in substitution for that, we would have no issue with the mobile device as well.
He's going to be working out of the area, Mr. Arredondo?
Yes, Judge, up north in Pecos.
Is Erasmo Kevin de la Garza present?
He's present here in my office. Just let me put him on the screen for you. Let me put him on the screen for you.
Morning.
Good morning. When do you leave to work, or are you already employed over there?
No, when I was I got laid off because I had to get the scram back. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to my employer and see when I could leave.
Okay, so you're not guaranteed employment over there at this time?
Not yet.
As soon as you can get an employment letter confirmation, please provide that to Ms. Rodriguez, our probation officer, and as soon as she gets that, if you get employed in Pecos or outside of the area, please visit with her and she will go ahead and advise me so that we can remove that scram. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right. In the meanwhile, how much time do you need, Mr. Arredondo, for this case?
There's still a lot of felonies that didn't take, Judge. Maybe 60 days.
So I can remove it.
May 19th.
Thank you, Judge.
May 19th at 9:30 on all his cases that he's got right now.
Judge, and then just for the record, as soon as he gets the employment letter, he's able to take off the scram and he's ordered a mobile device, correct?
Correct. But he has to provide that confirmation of employment over to Ms. Rodriguez.
Of course, Judge. Thank you, Judge. You just have a
In the meanwhile, we'll see each other May 19th
yes, Judge, of course.
at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, Derek, what do you got?
Morning, Your Honor. I'm here on docket number 65, State of Texas versus Leslie Perez.
CR 20-05591H, Leslie Perez.
She is on the screen, Your Honor. She's present this morning. Judge, there was a recommendation here. She completed an anger management class that's been tendered. The certificate of completion has been tendered to the state. So pursuant to the agreement, I'm assuming the state would move to dismiss.
That's correct, Your Honor. The state will move to dismiss the defendant completed ADR as part of our agreement.
All right. The request of District Attorney's Office, the case against Leslie Pettis is hereby dismissed.
Thank you, Judge.
You have anything else, Mr. Salinas?
That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. You and Ms. Pettis, who I see is online, is excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice day.
You too. Ms. Cedillo.
Judge, good morning. I have number 72 on the court's docket.
CR 2108-926H, Jose Reina. Do we still have felonies in intake?
Yes, Your Honor, we still do, unless something's changed from in the last 2 days, Judge.
All right, so let me go ahead and give you May 19th at 9:30. May 19th, 9:30.
Your Honor, for purposes of the record, I did see a Jose Reina logged on.
I do see Jose Reina logged on with his camera off. I will assume that that is your client. Please reach out to him, let him know. Mr. Reina, are you there? Can you unmute yourself? Jose Reina?
Yes, Your Honor.
Perfect. Mr. Reina, stay in contact with Ms. Cedillo. We'll see you on May 19th as we wait for additional cases to come in, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
May 19th, 9:30.
Okay.
I also have number 53 and 54 in the court's docket.
That is Romeo Garza Martinez Jr. That's CR 2111-565H and CR 2111-566H. We have at least one arraignment carried over from a previous arraignment. And
Yes,
we have a companion case.
that's correct, Judge. And we have attempted to send out a waiver of arraignment. It to the email he provided, it gets rejected. He is in contact with my office, Your Honor. We did try to reach out to him with the Zoom information to be on this morning since that waiver had not been executed. However, we did not reach him with that Zoom information. And so I would hate for him to have an eyesight, Judge, being that he is in contact with us. However, I know that he's been somewhat inconsistent because he has not called back.
Let me do this. As a courtesy to you, I will go ahead and extend a reset for a week so that you can make contact with him. We'll see each other on the 31st. Is that next Thursday? The 31st.
That's fair, Your Honor. I'll get him on screen, hopefully.
That way we can at least arraign him. And if you submit a waiver because you made contact with him, call our office, submit the waiver, and we can go ahead and give you a later date.
Great. Thank you, Your Honor. Having no further business before Your Honor may I be excused.
Excuse, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Rolando Cantu.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rolando Cantu. I'm on number 29 on your docket,
All right, number 29.
and my client is present, Your Honor.
All right, that's CR 2111-774H, Jose Eduardo Garcia.
Yes, Your Honor, and he is present here with me.
Okay, great. Your announcement.
My announcement is that we have just completed the pretrial diversion packet, and we are in the process of submitting it today or tomorrow. And so we would ask the court to give us a little bit of time to get this thing processed.
Let me go ahead and give you May 19th at 9:30.
Very well, Your Honor.
All right, hopefully we'll have an answer from the state by May 19th at 9:30. We'll see each other then.
We hope so. Thank you very much, Your Honor, and stay safe.
Likewise.
Take care.
The other Rolando Cantu. We have two. We had two today. We got.
Yes. He's the better looking one, okay?
Well, he's the better one, Judge. He's the better lawyer. He's the better lawyer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's see you. Mr. Cantu, what do you got?
Judge, good morning, Your Honor. I had number 5, David Beasley. He's present on Zoom.
CR 2101-936H, David Jerome Beasley.
Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Beasley. Mr.
Your Honor,
Cantu?
this one, I think we're getting close to working this one out, Judge. I just need a quick reset, Judge, so maybe 30 days, Your Honor, and we should get it resolved.
Is this something that you'd like for me to set up in the afternoon or something in the morning?
In the morning, Judge.
30 days would put us approximately April 21st, if that works.
That works, Your Honor.
April 21st, 2022 at 9:30. If this turns into a plea or something that we're going to take a plea, please let us know and we'll move it to the 2 o'clock setting, okay?
Yes, Judge, thank you. And then I have numbers 69 and 70. Rodolfo Rendon.
All right, that's CR 21013738, as well as CR 21013748, Rodolfo Rendon the second.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. I have a judgment nisi recall. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge. And this is also ready for PTD placement, Judge. He's already paid his fee and everything. We just need to get him signed up.
Okay, so you need to sign him up. So maybe I can recall the nisi, definitely recall the nisi here today at the state's expense. Mr. Rendon, the court will not charge you any fees for recalling this nisi. I always do that as a courtesy one time, and I'll do that definitely here for you today.
Thank you
Let
so
me
much.
go ahead and reset this case for next Thursday. Are you available next Thursday to put him on the program and have him signed up, Mr. Cantu?
Yes, Judge, I'm available.
All right, next Thursday is the 31st of March. That's 3:31 at 2 o'clock, okay? 3:31 at 2.
All right, thank you so much, Judge.
Mr. Rendon, I do need you to sign some paperwork with Mr. Cantu and have that taken care of. The latest, I would imagine, would be Tuesday. So please visit with him by Tuesday so that we can be ready to go on Thursday at 2 o'clock.
Perfect. I'll stop by tomorrow.
All right, great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a great one. May I dismiss, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then.
Mr. Cantu, anything else?
That's all I got, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let me go to David Cantu.
Morning, Judge. I think I'm the last of Cantus this morning.
You had a sure.
I have number 23.
CR 21-13-055H. Jesus Flores. Jesus Silva Flores.
David Cantu representing Mr. Flores. I think he's present, logged in through Zoom.
All right, is Jesus Silva Flores present? And if you're on mute, please unmute yourself. Jesus Silva Flores. Have Galaxy A21. Sir, can you identify yourself by name? If you can hear me, Galaxy A21.
All right, he may be under Alondra Flores. Mr. Flores, can you unmute your device? He's a Spanish speaker as well, Your Honor.
Carlos, will you let him know to please unmute himself just so we can identify?
Jesús Flores, si puede encender su micrófono, por favor.
I think we got his attention now. Okay, Mr. Cantu, your announcement on Mr. Flores? I believe that's him.
Ahí está, sí.
Okay, are you Jesus Silva Flores, sir?
Sí, yo soy.
Yes, that's me.
Perfect. All right, Mr. Cantu, your announcement.
Your Honor, we got a recommendation from the Assistant District Attorney, Mr. Chavana, and we agreed to it with an anger management class, a victim testimony, and an affidavit of non-prosecution. The case should be dismissed. I believe the affidavit of non-prosecution is already on file. We were hoping to get testimony from the alleged victim today, who is the spouse of Mr. Flores. I'm not sure if she's available after all. I think she had a family emergency this morning. But in the meantime, my client plans to take the anger management class, as soon as possible. So maybe just some additional time, Your Honor.
Yeah, let me go ahead and give you about 30 days. Let me go ahead and give you May 5th.
May 5th.
May 5th, 2022 at 9:30. It's a little over, it's about a month and a half.
Okay, perfect, Judge. Thank you. That's all I have this morning. May I be excused?
You and your client are excused. Thank you.
Señor Flores, vamos a regresar el 5 de mayo a las 9:30 de la mañana. Quédese en comunicación con su abogado.
Ok, está bien.
Ok, it's fine. Ya se puede retirar. Gracias.
Okay, George, what do you got?
Judge
number 13 on the court docket, Hector De Leon, he's present on Zoom.
All right, that's CR 21-04-194H, Hector Manuel De Leon Jr. I'm showing no violations for Mr. De Leon, which is great news, Mr. Munoz.
Yes, Judge. I just asked the court for one additional setting, Judge.
And I can give you maybe, what do you think, 30 to 45 days out?
30 days is good, Judge.
30 days, April 21st, if that works.
April 21st, that works, Judge.
All right, and would you like that in the morning or the afternoon?
In the morning is fine, Judge.
9:30. April 21st, 9:30.
Judge, I also have number 50 on the court's docket, Pablo Lopez. He's also present on Zoom. We're trying to get an affidavit of non-prosecution in this case, Judge. We'd ask for another setting so we can get it resolved.
All right. Can I give you the same day?
Yes, same day as Judge.
April 21st, 9:30 for Mr. Pablo Lopez. Okay, I see Mr. Pablo Lopez present. Does he need to have that interpreted?
He's here at my office, Judge. We'll let him know.
Okay, perfect. All right, so then
Judge,
Mr.
I also-
Lopez and Mr. De Leon, both of y'all are excused. All right. George, you have anything else?
Yes, Judge, number 30 on the court's docket, Brandon Garza. And he's also present on Zoom, Judge. I'd ask the court for one additional setting, and I don't think I have a rec on this case, so if the state can just send me a recommendation.
All right. This is a bond modification. There was already a verbal admonishment. We have more violations for Brandon. From the reporting period of 2/22 to 3/23, we have 18 skip tests. And like I said, we've already given a verbal admonishment.
I show him present, Judge, on the Zoom. I don't see his video, but I do show his name logged on.
You see Brandon.
Oh, there he is.
Victoria, do we have, these are skip tests, is that correct? With no, like, just outright skipped them?
That's correct, Judge. He has the Smart Start mobile device.
Okay, we've given a verbal admonishment on this one, George, so we are going to probably have to staff this one to see what sanctions we have to take at this point.
Okay, I understand, Judge. And if I can get a recommendation, it may be a case that we can get resolved and get out of the bond phase, Judge.
Is this a case where, I mean, the state have a recommendation they can maybe give him, and I can reset this one for next Thursday, and if it can get resolved, then we resolve it, and if not, then we deal with the sanctions then? Can the state-
Absolutely, Your Honor. Absolutely. We can provide a recommendation, Mr. Munoz, as soon as we're finished with this docket.
Let me do this. I'm gonna go ahead then, George. I'm gonna give you March 31st, 2022 at 2:00. If it can get resolved, great. If it can't, then we will deal with the skip test and the sanctions on that day, okay?
Yes, Judge. And Mr. Garza, if you can call my office after the docket, please.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Munoz?
Yes, Judge. I do also have number 47 and 48 on the court's docket. That is Adrian Lara. I don't show him on the Zoom, Judge. He's been approved for pretrial diversion.
All right, CR 2112-166H, CR 2112-165H. If you can give us a notice of appearance on, are you representing them on both or just one, George?
I represent him on both, Judge.
Yeah, we have you on the racing on the highway, but we need your notice of appearance on the resisting arrest. I'm gonna go ahead and grant you a motion for continuance on both of these cases. I'm gonna allow this, give you a reset date for 2 weeks so that you can go ahead and sign him up. 2 weeks will put us approximately, let's do April 14th at 2:00, April 14th at 2. He will need to be present on April 14th, even if you're not ready with any paperwork. He does need to be present so that we can remove so that I don't take an eyesight based on his failure to appear here today.
Okay, that'll work, Judge.
We can
Judge,
work
the
on
la-
that day.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that, Judge?
I said, but if we can work it out that day, let's try to work it out that day.
Okay, we will, Judge. The last case I have, Judge, is number 71 in the court's docket. It's the case that's set for suppression this morning. I've reached out to my client. He is in Rio Grande, Judge. He's en route to the court. It's going to take him some time to get here, Judge. I don't know if the court would entertain a motion for continuance on our end. I know the state got a motion for continuance at our last setting because they didn't have their officers.
Oh, I will defer to the state on that because of their officers. I don't know if they have them. My understanding was that they did have them and they were on standby.
Judge, I spoke to the officer who conducted the stop, and he will be present today.
And that's fine, Judge. My client's going to be present too. He's just on his way. It's just going to take him some time to get here.
We have
Okay.
2 officers outside.
I'm sorry?
We have 2 officers outside on this case.
Yeah, so my client will be there shortly. He's just coming from Rio Grande, and I just wanted to let the court know what was going on.
Um, give me 1 second. Let me put you guys on a breakout room. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, let me put us all in a breakout room. Vito, Yuri, George, myself, join you all in the breakout room. I am back. Mr. Espinosa, if you're there. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. So, Mr. Espinosa, you have a drug court?
Yes, so I think Paulo Rodriguez was supposed to be in person regarding the removal. I haven't been able to get a hold of him, Your Honor. I did speak with the father, so the father was going to inform Mr. Rodriguez. I do not know if he's there in person.
Let me see if he checked in. In the meanwhile, hang tight. Let me just take an announcement here from Rudy real quick.
Yes, Your Honor.
Rudy, what do you got?
Morning, Honor. Number 43 and 44 on your docket.
43 and 44, CR 2109-845H and CR 2109-846H. State of Texas versus Raul Herrera.
Judge, Rudy Moreno on behalf of Mr. Herrera, I believe he is present on Zoom, Judge.
Raul Herrera, I do see him there. All right, your announcement, Rudy.
Judge, if Mr. Herrera, just focus toward him, come by my office tomorrow morning so you can sign the plea paperwork. Judge, there was a plea that was offered by Vito yesterday, I believe. It's a 6 months deferred probation, Judge. I just need to sign the paperwork.
Okay, let me go ahead and give you an April 7th date for a plea, April 7th at 2 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
Mr. Herrera, stay in contact with Mr. Moreno. We'll see you on April 7th at 2 o'clock. Okay, Mr. Espinosa, Mr. Rudy, is that the only one you have? Okay.
Yes, Judge, that's all. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Espinosa, your client, what number is he on the docket? Do we have him? '83 through '86. All right, Victoria, talk to me very quickly about Pablo Rodriguez.
Yes, Judge, that seems to be the issue with Mr. Rodriguez, that we can never get a hold of him. We had the same situation when he was observing drug court, and then he got placed on March 3rd. Initial intake was conducted via phone call because he answered yes to some of the COVID screening questions. But after that, he failed to report for an assessment. That was scheduled on last Friday, March 18th. We've tried contacting him several times and no response.
And he didn't show up to drug court on Monday.
Correct.
All right, Mr. Espinosa, you have had no contact with him other than his father?
Correct, Your Honor. I haven't been able to get in contact with Mr. Rodriguez. The only contact I've had is with the father.
Defendant will be removed from drug court. And I need to give you a court date. I will give you a courtesy motion for continuance today so I don't take out a warrant for him.
Okay.
I will ask that you make contact with him, but he is removed from drug court. So explore other options with the state on his 4 cases that he has. Motion for continuance is granted. Let me go ahead and give you April. Give you April the 14th in the afternoon.
Your Honor, I'm new to drug court. Is it like the PTD where once they're removed, they automatically have a judgment against them? They've already pled, or is that not the way that the drug court works?
Yes. So this one, I guess he did plead guilty already and was placed on drug court. So I guess it's just a question of the sentencing phase of it, and that's still subject to negotiations between the state and the defense counsel.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have nothing further. May I be excused?
Yes, we'll see you on the 14th. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Okay. Ms. Del Bosque, you're here. You have a client. Okay. We have Patrick De La Garza. Yes, give me 1 second.
The one that he's here on, Judge, it's 17 and 18, because the other ones, 11 and 12 are continuing.
So 17 and 18 is what he's here on.
The only thing, Ms. Cynthia, our court reporter is not in person. Can you go to
Yeah,
the
so
back?
can you go to the back so that we can put both of you on the thing,
So she can
on the
be
screen?
able to-
Yeah.
Unless you don't want it on.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put us all in a breakout room. Okay, so let me open up a breakout room. Anna, I'm gonna put you in that breakout room as well, so that we can handle this case in there. I'm gonna put Vito and Yuri in room 2. Anna. Room 2. Victoria. Room 2. Carlos, if you can put that computer in the breakout room as well.
Hello, where's the judge?
I don't know.
We'll be right with you guys. Just remain on mute.
And you can call back. Tell them to call back.
Hello.
All right, to everyone, thank you for your patience. We were staffing drug cases that have to be off of YouTube, but we are back now. I am going to go ahead and place Austin. Where's Austin? Austin, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with. I'm going to put you in a breakout room real quick with Attorney Jacob. Give me 1 second so I can put you in that room.
All right, sir.
All right, accept the invitation, Austin, to go into that breakout room.
All right, sir.
Yes. Austin, did you accept the invitation? Very good. Okay, Vito and Yuri, George's client is going to be a plea. So do you want for us to excuse the officers that are here, or will one of you be coming over here to speak with them?
Yuri's on his way right now, Judge.
Okay, perfect. All right. Let me go ahead and call some additional cases so we can move through our docket here. Mr. Linhar, who do you have? You're on mute.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on behalf of Attorney Juan Zamora for our client, Mr. Jorge Ramirez.
67 and 68. CR 2102-522H, CR 2105-039H. Jorge Ramirez. No violations, Mr. Linhart?
No violations, Your Honor, and we're just asking for continuing so that we can still negotiate with the state. We're still waiting for our first recommendation for these two charges. And I think a reset of 30 days, hopefully get something disposed of by then.
Is this a case that you'd like for me to set in the afternoon or in the morning?
If I may ask Mr. Ramirez what his schedule is preference with because of his work schedule. Mr. Ramirez, would you prefer to have the next setting at the morning or in the afternoon?
Good morning, Your Honor. It's fine in the morning.
All right, let me go ahead and give you April 21st at 9:30. April 21st, 9:30, Mr. Linhart.
Thank you, Your Honor. Nothing further in this honorable court. May my client and I be excused.
Both of y'all are excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. God bless you.
You too. All right, I have a reaction button from a Galaxy A21. Galaxy A21.
Here,
Your name, sir?
Christian Sanchez.
Sanchez.
I was just waving, Your Honor, because the screen was blank for a while. So I don't know if I was connected or not. I don't want to get in any trouble.
Oh, okay. Yes. Is your attorney Hector Bustos?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're going to try to make contact with Mr. Bustos. Hang tight, okay?
Thank you.
Reggie, what do you have? Ms. Richardson, can you hear me?
I'm sorry, Judge, I was on mute. I have Margaret Gutierrez.
Margaret Gutierrez.
Yes, Judge, let me get you I'm sorry, Judge.
It's okay. It's number 42, CR 21063001H. State of Texas versus Margaret Gutierrez. I'm showing 2 felonies still in intake.
Yes, Judge, that's correct.
All right. And you're just asking for some additional time?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. How about May?
And I believe I saw her logged in for the record.
Yes, I do see her there.
Okay.
How does May 19th work or look for you?
That's fine, Judge. I'm hoping we can get the felonies in by then.
All right. May 19th, Ms. Gutierrez, stay in contact with Ms. Richardson. We'll see you on May 19th at 9:30.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have. May I be excused?
You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. George Salinas, what do you have?
Your Honor, I had plea number 49, Damian Leal. He's present and ready.
All right, do we have the paperwork for Damien Leon?
Should be filed, Your Honor, yes.
All right. Do we have anyone else who's ready to make an announcement on their case before I take up this plea? Juan, are you there? Do you hear me? All right, let's get started with Damien Leal. Mr. Leal, can I have you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Is your true and correct name Damien Leal?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Leal, you're here before the court charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, a Class B misdemeanor. I need to advise you that a Class B misdemeanor carries a potential penalty of up to 6 months in the Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand the range of punishment you could receive for a Class B misdemeanor?
Yes, sir.
You may lower your hand. Thank you. You have the right to an attorney and the right to a trial by jury, but you can waive one or both of those rights by signing a document with the court. Did you have an opportunity to review a document with Mr. Salinas before signing it?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand that when you signed that document, you were waiving your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Court will go ahead and accept your waiver of trial by jury. Has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No, sir.
Counsel, speaking with your client, do you find him to be mentally competent, able to assist?
Yes, Your Honor, he's competent.
Court's going to go ahead and make a finding that Damien Leal is mentally competent, able to assist his attorney in his own defense. Mr. Leal, do you understand that if the punishment that I assess, if that punishment does not exceed what is recommended by the state, you will need this court's permission if you decide to file an appeal? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you further understand that the court does not have to accept the recommendation of the state?
Yes, sir.
At this time, I must ask you, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
To the offense of driving while intoxicated, a Class B misdemeanor, sir. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily, sir?
Yes, sir.
Court's going to go ahead and accept your plea as being freely and voluntarily given. I'll call for state's evidence.
It offers 2 documents, an offense report that states Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal that states Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures that states Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as states Exhibit 4. The state would also request the defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court.
No objection, so agreed and stipulated.
There being no objection, state's exhibits are hereby admitted in CR 21-12-22, I'm sorry, CR 21-12-200H, State of Texas versus Damien Leal. It is a judgment of the court that you're guilty as charged. What is the recommendation?
State recommends a $250 fine, court costs, 1 year deferred adjudication, alcohol course, mobile alcohol monitoring device, 90 days Texas driver license suspension, and 20 community service hours.
Matt impact panel as well, did you say?
I believe that was not in the, that may be in the judgment, but that was not part of the recommendation.
It's on the judgment, but we can scratch it out if it's not something that was agreed upon.
I did not see that in the recommendation, Your Honor, so that may have been an error.
Okay, we'll go ahead and scratch it off. Questions or requests, Mr. Salinas?
Yes, Your Honor. Just for the record, my client did qualify for the PTD program. He opted to not do the PTD program and instead take this plea of a deferred. With that being said, he is gainfully employed as a lab technician, so we're asking for a waiver of the community service hours and for the Texas driver's license suspension to run concurrent with the administrative suspension.
The court will go ahead and waive the community service hours since he is gainfully employed. I will run the 90-day Texas driver's license suspension concurrent with the administrative suspension. I will give him 90 days in which to pay the fine and court cost. The rest of the recommendation I will follow. We do need a phone number from him. A phone number, Damien?
Yes, sir. It's 956-272-3766.
You will be getting a call from our probation intake department in about 5 business days.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, that's all we have. Unless there's any other business, Mr. Salinas, both you and Mr. Leal are both excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day.
Thank you.
We
Okay,
don't have any other attorney. Number 1, Mr. DePablo Alicia.
all right, we're waiting on Mr. Bustos for number 1. Ricardo Abitua, who I see is logged on. Any contact with Mr. Bustos' office?
Yes, he said he was gonna log on.
Okay. Mr. Juan Alvarez, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Melissa,
Alice.
what number do you have?
Oh, gosh.
Or your client's name?
I believe it's 93, Your Honor.
CR 21-12-094H, Raudel Solis. I do see Raudel present. There was no modification on this case to DWI. Your announcement, Ms. Canales.
Your Honor, we submitted a pretrial, a PTD application on March the 3rd. And we're just waiting to hear back on that.
All right, let me give you May 19th as a reset date. Hopefully we have an answer by May 19th, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Stay in contact with your attorneys. We'll see you on May 19th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, both of y'all are excused. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, says iPhone. Can you identify your name, sir, so I can try to see who your attorney is? Jose's iPhone?
Yes, sir. Jose Sebastian Olivares.
Olivares. Give me 1 second, Mr. Olivares.
He's on drug court, Judge.
No. Jose Olivares, public defender. There's, we still have, yeah, we still have, hang tight. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room right now with Mr. Salinas, the public defender.
Okay, sure thing.
Mr. Robles, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you spoken to Mr. Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor. I just spoke with him a few minutes ago, and I did message his the person who's in front there at his office if he was going to be joining us online. I was told that he was already on, but I have yet to see him log on.
Right. Let me just check real quick. To your knowledge, do you still have felonies pending, or have those been already taken care of?
I had court for that at 9 a.m. I believe what they agreed on, they were going to give me if I want to come to an agreement. But since then, I haven't heard anything since I had to jump onto this court.
Okay,
With Noel Gonzalez, I just had court with him at 9 a.m.
today.
Correct.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me
Yes,
see.
sir.
It might be one of those situations where I can get you off by giving you some additional time.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you get another date?
No, Your Honor. Al Alvarez and I think his name is Troy. We're gonna talk to see what they can come and agree to, and then we're gonna be taking it from there, Your Honor.
Okay, let me do this. Let me go ahead and give you a reset date for May the 19th.
May the 19th.
May 19th at 9:30 on your.
Will that be as well through Zoom?
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor. I'll go ahead and advise Mr. Al Alvarez. Okay.
Yes, please, and we will do the same thing as well. So he might log on here shortly, and then I'll let him know. If not, please let him know. May 19th.
Okay. May I be dismissed?
You're excused. Yes.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Okay, that just leaves us with Mr. Bustos and our drug court.
Mr. Sanchez, can you mute your screen?
Hello?
Yes, can you mute it? Thank you.
All right, the court is now back. We are going to be handling some of the remaining issues that involve drug court off of YouTube. And then we have a plea, Victoria. So the court's going to go ahead and log off, handle the rest of the docket off the line.